time that you put the kids to bed? What happened? Love you too. Love you right back. Folks, we have an election tomorrow to win. We got to win tomorrow. That's all there is to it. And it starts with you. If you don't get out there and vote, well, of course you will. You will get out there and vote because we haven't come this far to only go this far. We've got a lot more to do, a lot more work to do. You know, Abigail Spanberger. Okay, I'll join you. Boo hiss, boo hiss. Abigail Spanberger has failed us. She has failed us. First of all, she's already said she is going to tax you more. I mean, who wants to do that? Nobody wants that. So if you want to make sure that you keep more of your own money that you work so hard for in your own pocket, vote for me. Vote for me. Vote for me. We just can't afford her. Let me tell you something else. So, she has failed us again because she doesn't have an energy policy that makes any sense. What am I talking about? She says she only wants solar and wind. And she says she is going to get rid of oil and gas in Virginia. Like, and what do we do? Wait. And what do we do then, Abigail? What do we do if we don't have oil and gas, Abigail? Silence. Silence. Because here's the thing. We need all kinds of energy. You know, every single Democrat voted for the Virginia Clean Economy Act, which means only solar and wind. And immediately, it took so many megawatts of power off the grid and nothing to substitute it. So when you're looking at your energy bills and you're saying to yourself, why is it so expensive? Thank every single Democrat because they voted for it. Abigail Spanberger is one of those people who supports it. We can't afford her because you know what's happening in Maryland? In Maryland, in August of this year, they were told, prepare for rolling brownouts. So wait a minute, you mean I paid my bill and there's no energy? Because I don't know about you, but when I flip that switch, something needs to happen. It's just common sense, right? But not with Abigail. So I tell you what she needs to do is to solar and wind herself to Maryland. That's what she needs to do. We can't afford her. Then she says she wants to put us with the Regional Greenhouse Gas Initiative. And yeah, it's a long word for stupid. That's what it means. Makes no sense. You know, Governor Youngkin got us out of that because what it means is that you got to sell so many electric cars by a certain date, and if you don't, then it's $20,000 for every car that didn't meet the goal. What do you think's going to happen? You're going to end up having to pay that because the dealer is not going to do that. They're going to pass the costs on to you. So she's going to tell us you can't have a gas car. Like, who are you? And then she's going to tell you you can't have a gas stove if you want a gas stove, only electric. Like, what are you doing in my kitchen, Abigail? I mean, how'd you get through the front door? So you know whose policy that is? That Reggie business, regional greenhouse gas, blah, blah, blah. That is California. That is what California wants. We don't want to be California. We left California. My family and I did. If we wanted to be in California, we'd have stayed there. But I tell you what, I hear that there's a governor's election coming up in California. Maybe Abigail can solar and win herself there. Go over there, because smiling Gavin Newsom is going to be out of a job soon. I mean, that's failure all around. Failure. So, you know, I got my gas tax. No, my car tax. My car tax bill. And, you know, I hate that thing. I really hate it. And apparently there's some Democrats who love it. I don't know why. It makes no sense. I have a Honda. It's not even vintage. It's just old. And I'm still paying a car tax. So I did a little video over the summer when I got it, and I tore it up. I tore it up, and then it occurred to me, you know, you still got to pay it. So I taped it back up. But, you know, I didn't have to pay that this year because Governor Youngkin put it in his budget to get rid of it, and the Democrats said no. The Democrats said no. But I'm telling you, yes, with me, we're going to get rid of the car tax. It's time. Get rid of the car tax. It's time. This is not hard. You know. And for those Democrats who are going to miss paying it, I'm going to have a redesign of the Virginia tax form. And it's going to have a little box. Check here if you don't think we've taxed you enough. And then fill in the line how much more money you want to give to your government. And we will send you a golden thank you letter. You see, my policies will work for Democrats, Republicans, independents, and everybody in between. Because when I say that I'm going to make sure that you keep more of your hard-earned money in your pocket because I'm going to tax you less, well then, Democrats will pay less taxes too. And when I say that I'm going to keep you safe because I'm not going to defund the police and I'm not going to get rid of their qualified immunity, well, then Democrats will be safe too. I mean, it's not hard. But Abigail will be failing us, and she's already failed us because she failed to protect us when it came to our border. She voted for open borders. Why would she do that? You already heard our Attorney General say that fentanyl came across the border, killing 5 Virginians every day. Why would we want that? No, Abigail. Oh, forget about it. She's not going to answer. She's not going to answer. She doesn't ever answer. She smirks, which means she doesn't care, which means she's cunning. Because she knows that she should have told Jay Jones to get out of the race. To get out of the race. And she didn't. Because she has the backbone of pasta. We cannot have her as governor. Folks, she's soft on crime. You know that when she was in Congress, she voted for a bill that reduced penalties in D.C. when the people committed really bad crimes. I mean, the bill that she voted for was so bad that even Joe Biden vetoed it. Biden said, no, they got to go to jail. Don't you all get me in trouble now. And here's the problem with that. Abigail kept tying herself to Biden when it was politically, good to do so, until we found out that he was reading teleprompters that said, go to the next line, and the man read, go to the next line. Which means he was in cognitive decline, and she knew it, and she said nothing. But you know who also knew it? The rogue leaders of the world knew that the president then of the United States was in cognitive decline, and that's why you saw them do the things that they did on the world stage. Abigail should have said something, but she didn't. Politically cunning is this woman. She has failed us. We cannot have her. Abigail is for Abigail. Abigail is not for Virginia. And so I hope you will elect me again as governor. I will not fail you. Amen to that. Love it. Do or die. Let me see all the veterans in the house. Well, all right then. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your service. And here's the other thing. Here's the other thing. So we know she's going to take your money from you because she's going to tax you. We know she's not going to keep us safe, which is why I have more than 81 sheriffs who've endorsed me, more than anyone ever. And they're Democrats too, and independents who have endorsed me. I had a sheriff call me on the way here, and he said, I just want to pray for you. I mean, how awesome is that? That he prayed and he said that you would be our next governor. I'm telling you, this is the America that I know, the America that let my father in when he came in '63 with nothing. And you've heard the story. He only had $1.75, and he was so poor. I mean, he was just poor. He couldn't afford the OR, so he was just poor. Just poor. And I'm actually spotting him a quarter because he couldn't remember if it was $1.50 or $1.75. And then he came and got me. And, you know, I was returning recently because I was raised in New York. And speaking of Mamdami, which I'm not, but don't think that that can't come here, because if you listen to some of the Democrats who are currently in our legislature, they are socialists. They are socialists. We cannot afford them. They will take everything that we've worked hard for. Socialists are so kind with your money. So kind with your money. And so I was returning to New York, and I was going through the tunnel from Jersey, and I said to myself, my God, my father could never have thought that the little 6-year-old girl he was bringing to America would one day return to New York as the Republican nominee for governor of the great Commonwealth of Virginia. That's America. That's America. That's America. That's America. But there are some politicians, and they like to practice the politics of division. And it keeps us against each other. And everything is racism, and everything is racism. And who wants to live like that? No one. And what it does is it means that they are coming to save us. They're riding in on their horse, these Democrats. Well, how about you get back on your horse and ride on out of here? We don't want those kind of politics. We don't need that. That's poison. Folks, you've heard about all the wonderful jobs that we've been creating. When you look at all the headquarters that have been moving to Virginia, it's because we have the right kind of soil that will let them be fertile and grow and produce more jobs and grow some more and produce more jobs. I'm talking about we've gotten rid of 91,000 regulations that were job-killing regulations. I mean, how many more pieces of paper do I have to file that you're not going to read, but it makes you feel good, and it does nothing for my productivity? Does it sound like I owned a business? Yes. And the previous governor, the Democrat governor, Ralph Northam killed it because of his policies. So let me tell you something. Speaking of Ralph, you know, do you remember when you had to get a permission slip from the the governor, to be out, remember? So that if you were stopped during COVID, you remember that? Like, who died and left him in charge like that? We cannot go back to that. So I went and got a cutout of Ralph, life-size cutout of Ralph. And you remember, we had to wear masks everywhere. You remember that? Yes. I mean, I was watching people wearing masks, and they were the only ones in their car. I mean, what? That's how our government made us live in fear. And I took Ralph down to the beach at Virginia Beach, and he had the mask on. And we had to wear a mask at the beach, And so I asked Ralph questions, and Ralph said nothing. It's like Abigail doesn't say anything. I'd ask him a question, nothing. So I ripped the mask off, and he still said nothing. So you know what I did? I'd had enough of Ralph, so I put him down in my basement. But I forgot he was down there. And I walked down the basement one day, and there he was. I flicked on the light. I said, damn it, Ralph. He scared me. So I folded him half and put him back. But I'm telling you all this because it matters who the governor is. COVID didn't close our schools. Ralph Northam did. COVID didn't shut our businesses down. Ralph Northam did. COVID didn't shut our houses of worship down. Ralph Northam did. It matters who the governor is. We don't need a governor who's a dictator. We need somebody who's going to stand up for us. I will do that. I will stand up for you. Please vote for us this November. Vote for Jason Miyares for Attorney General. Come on, Jason. Vote for John Reed for common sense. Vote for our delegates. Where are our delegates? Come on down. Because we got to take the House back. Folks, vote for your future. Vote for your children. Vote, vote, vote. We can do this. We will win if you show up. God bless you, and God bless our great, great Virginia.